Buttercup Dragon Mac and Cheese.
Hey, what up, Buttercup? Today we are off the stand and I'm recording handheld because we're going to do a little bit of a tour of the art and the hizzy. All right, next video to come out is not going to be so much fun. It's not going to be so bubbly. It's not going to be so great. So let's do it. Quite honestly, I want to start with my favorite wall, and this is my self-portrait wall. There's a lot going on here, sure. But this one here is my very first painting, and I call that a self-portrait. It's a bull running forward through arrows and bullets and dirt and blood and all that creepy, crawly stuff, right? This is a pretty big oil painting. Oil paintings are extremely messy, take up a lot of space, and so much fun. But I live in a smaller apartment now, and I don't have room to be doing oil paintings, so I moved on to doing watercoloring, which is more along the lines of this. And sure, I should frame this, but like whatever. It's on my wall. It's a picture I took. It's a picture of me and I painted it. Not too crazy about a lot of the stuff on this one, but you can see my ostomy in that photo. I liked it. This right here is supposed to be kind of an art thing in its own thing here. So the Yellowstone, it says, with the Yellowstone cardboard, it says Grand Tetons on the back, and it was a gift from somebody that like a hitchhiker that I gave a ride to that was trying to get up to the Grand Tetons. So the other side says Grand Tetons. But whenever I dropped him off, and I was heading out of Yellowstone, and I still had a lot of homemade, not dry food, but it's like the air dry. It was dehydrated, that's the word. So I had a lot of dehydrated meals, and they just roll up really nicely into a paper bag, and I gave him a bunch of those, but unfortunately he didn't have any more room for his sign, which was fine because he was just going to trash it anyway. So he gave that to me as a gift for giving him a ride. So I like that a lot. These are skeleton leaves, and they were found in the wild. They weren't handmade or anything. It's very rare to find them in the wild. It's actually done on acrylic because I can't get them to stick to anything that has watercolor, and I kind of liked the way this turned out. So these are some of the skeleton leaves that I found. I have at least one more that's enormous. I really like this one. And this is a dress that I have nothing to do with. I can't even fit in this dress, but I find it to be absolutely gorgeous. Sorry, I bit my tongue. Its color is not really showing up quite like it is in person. It's much brighter green than what is showing up on camera, but it's really hard for me to get that true color. Let me see if I can like flick a light on. There it is. Let's see if I can get like a truer, who cares? I love this dress. It's a, antique feel to it, and the lace and everything. It just looks really beautiful. And to me, it was like art in its own right. And I found it hiding under a bunch of stuff that people wanted to get rid of, and I was like, this is coming home with me. It's too pretty. Yeah, pretty much everything that I do is going to be me attempting to make it somewhat artistic. I need to do something with this witch ball, but I'm just getting it off my counter for right now. This was a gift from a friend of mine because I like birds. Let's see. Oh, over here. I mean, you guys know that's the Thinkers thing. This was a painting that I did, called this one Laura. Not one of my favorites, but it's pretty, I guess. I like it, but it's not one of my favorites. I don't know how to explain my feelings behind this. I don't have any kind of connection to it like I do with these, but I'd still like this one. And this was my attempt at Bob Rossing a painting. I think it did okay. That was back in 2018 that I did that one. This is one that I'm working on. So there's a lot going on here, but there's a lot of work that I still have to do on this one. Yeah. Then we have the back of my door, which is a very personal wall of art. That's my husband and my baby. He's the one that passed away. This was many years ago. This was Henry, who was a Texas mountain laurel that I had planted, and I liked Henry a lot. And I decided this is not a painting, it's a drawing. This was for my bestie Jessa, like, my God, so many years ago. This is 2013. You see that? This, happy birthday, Jess. This is one of my personal favorites, and not a whole lot of people get it. I've only had one person ever understand what this painting is without me having to explain any of it. So, my bad. I didn't mean to cut that off. I'm not going to explain that piece. If you can see what it is, then congratulations. If not, I'm not going to break that down. It's just a lot of fun. This is my first attempt at doing a Brian Froud type of pressed fairy, but I like that one a lot. This was done by a Native American friend of mine who drew these up for me. They were a chest piece on my chest, obviously, but they've since faded and been covered up. They were huge and beautiful. That's the Hurley symbol, and then there's a sun right here for my children. So this was me just playing with doing cactus stuff. I don't know, I liked that one. Talking about your art. What if I go into the bathroom and just show you guys what's in here? I did these. This is wood burned. I did these many years ago. Let's see. You can see that it's all wood burned into these. And I stained them, and yeah, I don't know. I love bees, guys, so this was my little thing for bees. You guys have seen those. Trying to pretend like my house is not a mess. All right, here's where I don't have a lot of lighting, but I'm gonna do my best to show you guys these. I like the coloration on this one. Not necessarily my best work, but I really liked the contrast of colors. It was supposed to be the alien space pod. Then I have Chubby Fairy. I really like this one a lot. It's a lot of people like this one. It's like the whimsical little fairy that's just trying to do its thing. This was My Eye. I mean, it still is My Eye, but that was, I had a lot of fun doing this one. Pretty great. I like it. And then this is one of my favorite pieces. My tribute to Butters. Now, if you watch enough South Park, you know that this is his graffiti on the wall that he did in chalk, and that's how it looked. We've got all the different Butters characters, pretty much. There is 2 that are missing. If you're a big fan, you know which 2 are missing. A lot of people don't recognize this one, but whatever. Yeah, this was a lot of fun to do. Moving on. This is my Venus of Willendorf. Which, looking straight on, it was like supposed to be, you know, 3D looking, but when you turn to the side of it, it like kind of throws you off. And then this is one I did for my son. That was also a lot of fun to do. I kind of want to do another one like that. There's one other chunk of art, I guess I could show you guys that's like hanging up on the wall. I like this one. Everybody else can eat my butt. This is Battlestar Galactica. That's a Cylon. If you look really closely, it's a Cylon. So it's hanging up in my son's room. But anyway, I like that one. And like I said, everybody else can kiss my butt. I'm not getting rid of it. And this is some of the art. These are local artists here in Austin. This was William, dang, I can't remember his name. I'll try to remember. He did a series of these. This is Yasmin here in Austin as well. Not my art, but I absolutely love these paintings. And then you guys saw me unbox this. My best friend gave this to me. Lady Gaia. I'm crazy about that painting. Say hi. Say hi. He's cute. So yeah, that's some of the art that's around my house that I've done, as well as some of it's just kind of local artist type stuff. Some of it's just been sold, so I don't have that, but I do have like where you can buy copies of any of that stuff, which I'll just like leave all that in the description, as well as try to figure out what the like first and last name is of the artist that's in my living room. So pretty much my living room is like reserved for art that's not mine. And then the rest of the house I like to cover with my own artwork. I don't know. It's fun. I enjoy doing it, and I'm going to get started on another piece that I'm a little intimidated by. All right, thanks for watching, guys. Leave your comments below. Like, dislike, subscribe, hit the notification button, all that fun stuff. You can follow me at The Traveling Ostomy, listed somewhere on my screen. I don't know where. And anyway, I hope you guys have an absolutely wonderful rest of your day. Bye.